Imagine living with pain so intense it stops you in your tracks month after month, yet no one can tell you why. For 1 in 10 women, this is the reality of endometriosis. Stick around because we're about to discuss what it is and how to improve your symptoms naturally. I'm Dr. Jess Bilger, a metabolic health and integrative wellness expert. I'm here to simplify your health journey with natural evidence-based solutions. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. So what is endometriosis? It's a chronic condition where tissue similar to the lining of your uterus grows outside the uterus. Think ovaries, fallopian tubes, or even in your pelvic cavity. Each month when your period rolls around, this misplaced tissue thickens and tries to shed, just like the lining inside your uterus. But since the tissue is growing abnormally outside your uterus, it triggers inflammation, pain, and sometimes scar tissue that can bind organs together, otherwise known as adhesions. Here's the crazy thing. Endometriosis affects about 1 in 10 women during their reproductive years. That's roughly 10% of women, or tens of millions of women globally. It can kickstart with your first period and linger through menopause. The tricky part? It's often misunderstood or dismissed, leaving women searching for answers for years. My goal today is to arm you with the knowledge to recognize the symptoms and take action to improve them. So what are the signs of endometriosis? The signs can be sneaky because they overlap with other issues, but here's what to watch for. One glaring sign is painful periods. Think pain that cancels your plans, not just mild cramps, an intense, throbbing ache due to inflamed endometrial tissue. Prostaglandins, which are a group of lipids with hormone-like actions that are triggered during inflammation in the body, can crank up the agony, leaving you bedbound for days. Another indicator is persistent pelvic pain. This pain can manifest as a constant ache or random twinge in your pelvis, even when you're off your period, due to endometrial implants and scar tissue. This isn't normal. It's your body waving a red flag all month long. Pain during intimacy is another sign. Sex shouldn't hurt, but endometriosis can make it feel like a deep stabbing pain. This is from adhesions around organs and inflamed nerves. Too many brush it off, but it can be a sign something's wrong. Unusually heavy periods or bleeding between cycles can also signal endometriosis, especially if you're soaking through pads or tampons within 1 to 2 hours, passing large clots the size of a quarter or bigger, or spotting unexpectedly between periods. Have you had trouble getting pregnant? Up to half of women with endometriosis struggle to conceive due to scarring and inflammation in the fallopian tubes, ovaries, or uterus. Another sign is extreme exhaustion or fatigue. Does your period turn you into a zombie? This could be due to excess inflammation and blood loss that your body's fighting mid-cycle. Endometriosis can also mimic IBS symptoms, like bloating, diarrhea, or constipation, making you think it's just a gut problem. Tissue irritating your intestines or hormone shifts often mask it as something else entirely. Do any of these sound familiar? If so, start by tracking your symptoms. You may notice some trends throughout the month that are helpful in determining the root cause. Now let's talk about how you can dramatically improve your symptoms. While there's no formal cure yet, these integrative strategies can help you tackle inflammation and reduce the pain associated with endometriosis. Since inflammation drives the symptoms of endometriosis, your diet is your secret weapon. Because of this, I highly recommend an animal-based, low-carb or ketogenic diet. You really want to cut out all sugar and processed carbs out of your diet and focus on eating high-protein meals with red meat, wild salmon, eggs, and healthy fats like butter or avocado, which slash inflammation. These foods are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which dampen inflammatory pathways, and zinc, which repairs tissue and boosts your immune system. Dairy and gluten can also spike inflammation and estrogen, so I highly recommend ditching them completely. Toss in cooked, low-carb cruciferous veggies like broccoli in order to increase vitamin B1, which helps energy and nerve function. This approach to eating fuels healing and helps balance your hormones. Speaking of hormones, endometriosis actually feeds on excess estrogen in the body. When estrogen is high, it can wreak havoc on your other hormones, so you need to be able to balance it naturally with dietary changes and supplementation. One highly effective compound called DIM, which is found in cruciferous veggies, or you can take it as a supplement, helps your liver detox excess estrogen. This can be a game changer for many women. Another powerful herbal remedy is licorice root, which supports adrenal health and lowers estrogen overdrive. Also consider adding cinnamon into your diet. which is amazing for stabilizing blood sugar and indirectly calming hormone spikes. Next, vitamin D is massively important. It acts like a hormone regulator and effectively reduces inflammation. Low levels are actually linked to worse symptoms. Aim for 5,000 to 10,000 IUs daily from either natural sunlight or a supplement. You may need higher doses if your levels are super low. I also recommend pairing it with cofactors to improve absorption. Take 100 to 200 micrograms of vitamin K2 to direct calcium where it belongs. And make sure you're adding about 300 to 400 milligrams of magnesium to boost absorption and relax muscles. B6 also supports hormone metabolism, so I would add about 10 to 25 milligrams of this daily. In addition, you may want to consider taking 3 to 5 milligrams of boron to boost the effects of vitamin D. Iodine is another key player. Aim for 150 to 300 micrograms daily from supplements or seaweed. Iodine supports thyroid function, which regulates estrogen metabolism and balances hormones. Low iodine can worsen estrogen dominance, a big driver of endometriosis. Opt for organic foods whenever possible. Pesticides and plastics are loaded with estrogen-disrupting chemicals that mimic hormones and make symptoms worse. Heads up, these doses are a starting point. Check with your doctor to tailor them to your specific needs. If you're interested in learning more about how to balance your hormones, I also recommend checking out my playlist on hormone health, where I break down more topics like this one. If this video has been helpful so far, please consider liking and subscribing to help this information reach others who may need it. Another way to improve your symptoms is to manage your stress. Stress fuels inflammation and causes hormone chaos, and endometriosis thrives on it. Ensure you're getting adequate sleep. Shoot for about 7 to 9 hours per night. You also might want to look into taking a supplement to help you de-stress. Ashwagandha, an adaptogenic herb, lowers cortisol and soothes your nervous system, perfect for calming flare-ups. Holy basil is another gem that is used for stress relief and lowering inflammation. Pair these supplements with prayer and deep breathing exercises. Just 15 minutes daily can shift your body from a fight or flight response to a rest and repair mode. Make sure you also get daily movement. Long walks, yoga, or moderate weight training. These boost circulation, lymphatic drainage, and help fight inflammation. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes most days, but listen to your body and see how you feel. There are also some natural pain relievers I want to mention too. For those tough days, turmeric can be a game changer. The active component, known as curcumin, downregulates inflammation. I recommend taking at least 1,000 milligrams daily with black pepper for increased absorption, or you can add it to tea or lemon water. Another old school hack that is effective is placing a warm castor oil pack on your belly. This improves blood flow and eases cramps. Many women struggle with endometriosis and don't even realize it's the culprit. If you're dealing with any of these symptoms, I hope some of these natural methods bring you some relief and help you manage it more effectively. Please share your experience with endometriosis or what questions you may have in the comments. I'm here to help you find solutions. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a new video. Here's to feeling your best inside and out.